And when I say his seat, I mean his seat. Remember, as far as we're concerned, they are the forest. They are this earth. Open your mind.
The master. I know this guy.
Hey everyone, this picture will make sense later in the video. You guys, some of the best stuff is at the end of the video. The whole way through, you're going to see footprints in amazing places. But when I come back up to where my known area is at the end, I don't even have much of it. That's one of them now. You guys, then I find all these branches. Look at these branches. Like there's not the tree they came from doesn't even exist, right? And it's on X's and tridents and there's just all these branches that were just put there. I got so excited about that. I'm zapped out of my mind. You know, you guys don't expect someone to be perfect. I'll give anybody a camera and send them into one of these Bigfoot worlds by themselves to do a video, and we're going to see how perfectly you speak while you're here, okay? I'm not a good speaker to begin with, okay? So it's, you know, don't try not to criticize when you're not aware of what it's like to stand in the middle of monsters and possibly be having psychological things happening to you from them, okay? So don't let's just be there. And I'm not here as a movie star. I'm here just because this is the coolest thing in the world, you guys. Check this out. Try to watch the whole thing. Don't miss some of the visuals at the end.
3 or 4 miles. So that's how far from where I'm going to be today it is to get to there in the forest. So that's all forest. So 3 miles from here, I'm guessing about that as the crow flies. I think it's at least 3 miles. Is the world I'm going to today, and I believe that this is the same one. It just comes all the way down. So I'm going to go in there today. Now remember, this is a little different, guys. What I do, there's many things I'm out to do here, and I want to make sure that, you know, what we're dealing with, you know, I really want to define what level of what we would call good and bad we're dealing with, you know, like on an average scale. I think that, you know, my more than opinion is it's all good. Mostly it's remember, you're dealing with human imagination. Anyone that fights that is insane. You're literally insane. And there's probably a lot of people right now going, are you calling? Yes, that's exactly what I'm calling you, like as a friend, not like you know, friendly way. Like those are the terms we use. I can't get away from it. You can't do that in YouTube. You like call someone like an idiot or something. They're like, excuse me, like they'll like try to sue you or something, you know. Meanwhile, that's how we talk to each other. What's that? Is that them right there? Hold on a second. Should be good in here, you guys. So this is a different kind of world. You know, I'm trying to figure it out. You know, let's go and see what they have to say. Look at the decorated boulders, you guys. It's a fascinating thing. How they do this right here. This is the bottom of the world. Today I'm going to try to get in between it somewhere. Like, let's put it this way: if there ever was a place, okay, that's what I was saying. Because I love these guys. I literally love these guys I'm going to see. I don't care if they were spawned from Satan. I love them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can still love. Like, I think even God loves them, right? Like, in a sense, like they've changed my life completely. I don't think this is the case. I'm being hypothetical. But if it was, so I tell them, like, you guys, I don't care what the reason, I don't care what the story is. I love you. You have changed my life forever. You have opened my eyes to the earth. You have made me see all these amazing things, and I love you guys. So I'm going to spew that love onto them no matter what. Why did you do that? Look at the new trident. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah. You know, so let's go in here and see these guys. This isn't the best intro, but I don't really do intros. But let's go see. Let's see if we can get, like, I've had them right next to me, you guys. They'll be right there next to me. You know, I just want to find out. Let's put it this way. I'm going deep into the middle of this place. If there was ever a place where they were going to take a person or make a person disappear, this is it. And I walk out of there with a giant smile on my face every single time, just about. I mean, it's simply amazing. Let's see what happens. Recently, hold on, wait, you gotta look real close. This is since I was there last time, so it's been, I don't know, 6 weeks, 2 months. Look at that. They just did that. Remember, you guys. Okay, so all that stuff's true. It's the one thing. Well, there's very few. There's the one strong thing I was told when I started was don't let them fool you. I've said this before. You know, I don't care. Oh, it's just a bird. When you say that, you might have been, but not when you're standing like on their structures and it seems strange, like it's too weird. Like a crow finds you while you're sitting on their seat or something. And he's like right above you. That's them. Okay, so it's one of the things I don't push it strongly because people are just too simple-minded. They can't get their brains around anything but their own little simple lives. That's all most people can do. And let me tell you, I'm here to tell you, their lives are super special. More important than everyone else's. Isn't that amazing how our lives are all more important than everyone else's? It's an amazing thing. Mine's not. I'm a public servant. That's what I am. I just made that up, but I think I am. Let's go. And then from there, I'm going to go on. So I'm really just going to my new place. I may not even go back into what you've seen this year. It's so incredible. I might try to get it if I have time. Look what they did on the edge here, you guys. It's simply unreal. This is right on the side of the road. You can see where they sit right there. Should I cut through there? Watch this. Look, first of all, look at the footsteps in. They're giant footsteps, not like game being pushing because it makes like a beaver trail when a game does it. These are giant prints. Like, look at that, you guys. I'm not doing a play-by-play. I'm going to let you guys do your own. I just want to show you, unless something gets just ridiculous. Like this. Look at the inside on the side of the road. People, this is private property up here, but look at this. Look, even the road I'm on is private property, but people still come down it. Like it's just because it goes from paved to the private property dirt road, and people will go down it anyway. But not a lot. Like you might go a week sometimes because the owners aren't even here. They don't own this. I don't know who owns this. I think this is so. It's private property to park, but this access, I believe, is public. I don't think this is owned by anybody. Look at the trident on the ground. Okay, so look how much snow is right here. That's an incredible amount of snow. I guess it got blown in the corner. Please, you guys, I need you today, okay? Give me a sec. Look how amazing that is. They're probably in there right now. I will film them today. I don't, it's something that I'm not sure everyone's aware of, that I've never done a video on this subject without filming them. Do you realize that? Every time. Look at this entrance, you guys. Look how this is all comes up to that corner and then it stops right there. That's the corner of their world. Oh, it's getting so blatant. You guys, I'm telling you, they do this for me. Why would you have to add any more than they've already done? Man, it is... You guys, okay, so let me explain something. It's cold. I mean, I'm talking like dramatically different from the sun. As soon as you walk into this, that's why I'm here. Look at that ball. As soon as you walk into this world, it's cold. Like this time of year. It is chilly. Man, they've gone crazy blinding this corner. Like, they don't want anyone, like, cutting in here. This is all new. All right, let's go to the new place. This is kind of new because I've never filmed you this corner before, but I want to go down to where they are. And let me do it. Let me not film my way. No matter what I see, unless it's crazy, I'm going to go real fast. Because they're used to me going slow. I'm going to go fast. Look at it. I try going fast. You guys, you got to see what I've passed. I finally had to stop. It's too incredible. So you guys recognize this? Because you don't have to, you've never seen this, but you can recognize this forest because it's the only one like it. I just stepped where one of their butts is, okay? Right there. It sits right there on this structure. Look at this, you guys. Right next to this, I'm walking down because this field, it's not a field, it's this little thin thing. I didn't know it was there until last time. Look at this. All uphill. It's all pushed uphill. It's all tridents and it's all X's. Every time I go to anywhere. How do people not understand it, you know? They're so involved with themselves. I think, you guys, I think a lot of it is selfish. I think a lot of people that don't understand are just people that are too involved with their own thoughts. They basically make love to themselves. You know, it would seem. I don't get it. I don't understand how you can't think away from yourself when the things you're thinking are really irrelevant. It's all meaningless in the vast scheme of things, you know? I don't think I'm on the right one, you guys. Is it that far down there? All right, let's go in here and then walk down. I mean, I don't know. I was so far in there with Brandon. I don't even know where. Man, there's been tons of activity here. Like of just everything. Animals. Oh, I picked a good spot. To walk in. Brandon, if you're here, if you're watching this is unreal. It's since you've been here 6 weeks ago. I don't know when you came. 6 weeks ago? A month or 2 months ago? It has changed completely. It's on a scale of blatant that I can't even explain. I don't know if they made me come here. You guys, I was going somewhere 45 minutes from here, an hour from here. I was almost there and just turned around and came here. I don't know. I don't want you to think, like, suggest something's up with that, but I want you to know it so you can figure it out. Because I don't know, you know, I have amazing stories sent to me all the time. And, you know, people that will say, Mark, like, they literally told me to help you. You know, if that happened once, I might think the person, you know, maybe I know they believed it, but maybe something, you know, they're just delusional or something. But this has happened to me like 100 times. They want me to help you. They want you to help you. You know, it's like, well, why don't they help you, Mark? Because you don't know what is going on, really. I mean, maybe they can't. They're helping me the only way they can. They abide by rules just like us. We don't understand. You got to just have an open mind and be patient. Don't be frustrated. You know, that's one of our big faults is frustration and a lack of patience and understanding and compassion. You got to take into consideration there could be some really important reasons on why all of this. You guys got to see this. It looks so much different. I call these the gray and blacks. I went to get my filter because before I filmed this, Robin's probably mad at me. Let me explain something, guys. Our post office here, since the day Joe Biden was elected, you've had to wait over an hour just to get your package. So if you have a slip, you have to wait for an hour. It started the day we had a new president. We have to wait in line. So I'm very curious to hear about your post office. I'm not trying to get you to comment either. I'm really curious. Are you waiting in longer lines at the post office? So I would have had my lens, and it might have helped with this gray and black today. So I'm really, really frustrated with that. So hopefully I can get there. But I had to come film. I couldn't wait in an hour line, you guys. Robin went through she's done so much for me with this camera and that lens. So I don't want her to think that I'm more than grateful, believe me. Look at that bend, you guys. It goes uphill, and then it gets tucked underneath that, right? Which is connected to all this. Seat number 1, right there. That's the seat, you guys, okay? Now, one of the tough parts I'm having, besides when I actually find a butt seat, there's another one right here, is it one seat? Is it just those round areas? Because I have worlds where that one area is for lots of little beings. You think it's just one dude sitting there, but it's actually a playground for little people. So what is that here? I don't think so. I think what I'm seeing are literally seats for beings. These guys are absolutely huge here. Just ask Joel. He'll tell you. Look at that. So if you're seeing these clips, this isn't my video. This is just me getting there. Wow. You guys, look at what they have done here. I don't know if I'm going to refine it. But I'm going to go way down in there anyway. Call me. I'm still singing that song. Guys, I'm not like obsessed with it or anything. It's just, you have to understand, like, I just put those in because they're inspirational. Like, I don't even have to like the song to know that, you know, because some people need hope. Some psychopath was like, I don't see why this video is special. That meaning the clip of that little dance clip. It's like, let's see your inspiration. Let's see you create something that makes other people smile. That video made people smile. That's why it's special. Psychos. Holy shush. Shushing. You cannot appreciate it on the camera. It just doesn't come out like it is standing here. That's why I really wanted that lens today, just in hopes that it would really help me film this place better. Oh, well, actually, I didn't really need it for here until I knew I was coming here. I was actually going somewhere else first, but I wanted to use the lens. You know, it wasn't going to be the gray and black place. I sure hope I get to go to where I was going today before we get some real snow, and I don't know if that's going to happen or not because. You guys, look at this. There's no deadfall. Anyone that says, if you're watching this and you think this is deadfall, check yourself into an institution, okay? Right away. As fast as you can, get in your car and drive and get some mental help, please, okay? Because not one tree you see came from where it is. Do you understand? Psychopaths. This is the same thing as your alphabet. I read this the same way as you read the ABCs. The only difference is I know how to spell with the ABCs. I don't know how to spell with theirs yet. Let's bust on a couple people for a second. Deadfall, that's it. That's all that is. It's deadfall. Good. Thank God this guy's alive. I mean, we wouldn't even be able to exist without his knowledge. Fucking idiots. It's amazing to me. Here's a great example, okay? Okay, it's impossible, okay? And there you go. Does that look like deadfall to you? Okay, it was picked up and put there on purpose on top of another giant blind and structure in front of huge teepees and their language. Okay, it did not grow here. It's never been from there, ever, okay? These trees are all reorganized throughout the forest. Seriously, walk around the rest of the day. Like going to the store, everywhere you go, feel like a complete idiot, because that's what you are.
This is amazing. It never fails in a place like this when you see a trident like that. They're there. I really can't get it much better, but then as I get to here, I see his face blatant, right? It's all because of the trident, I know for sure, to look. Then I literally see the outline again of this guy's legs. Like, I'm starting to see these guys in shadow form. They're not a shadow, but that's the way it appears to us. They're a living being.
You can't tell, but that's a giant X. They made it with... They usually don't make X's without taking the branches off, but they did in that case. You guys, I completely messed up my plan. I don't know what I did wrong. So now I'm in a great place, but not where I was planning on going. So I'm just gonna wing it from here on. It doesn't matter, you know. I think it does. One of the tricks, if you want to, because I said, you guys, listen, I really need you today. I'm not lying either. Like, I really, really need.
The energy overload begins here. I start to walk by things like this. Look at these three things. It's a trident above. Like, I would have definitely filmed that. I'm just walking by
them. Even if they sneak it in off the camera, like, I just need some confidence. You know, a little help today would be great. And I know it's a hit or miss here. You know, I'm here at an early time. of the day. It's never seems to be good here in the morning. You guys, I can pretty much say that for everywhere. I don't know factually, but based on all the times I've been out, I've done it. You name it, I've done it at that time, and the morning is always the quietest. Okay, guys, I've spent most of so far today. Here they are. They're here. The birds. You can see the tree. Oh, it's not moving anymore. It was. They're right there. The jays are here. I've never had my jays here. They flew right to me, which means they're here. You don't have to believe that, or I don't. It's not up to, I don't really care. I know the jays don't fly to me in the world unless they're behind it. He's right here. Just see if we can walk over to him. So I'm lost, you guys. I'm not lost where I can't get back, but I'm lost where I don't know what I'm gonna do. I am so far in here. I'm 2 miles straight downhill. So that's why I hate going down first. Like I'll walk 10 miles up, but when you don't want to get too much downhill first. Like you get 3-4 miles downhill. That's 3 or 4 miles. You're walking back uphill later. So I'm not a huge fan of that. I'm just ignoring. He's right there. He's right there.
Okay, so the timestamp people will see that you guys, they're all over. They're all right here. I walk into this place right now. It's like, they're not used to someone being back down this far. There's footprints everywhere. You guys, this is just one. There's so many. I normally don't go into the detailed ones. I'm not sure that I'm supposed to. I don't know if these guys want to be on the camera. Yes, it's blurry, but because of the X, we don't have to wonder anymore. Look behind it.
I can't see him, but he's right there. I can see the movement. I can see the branches moving. Not talking back to me, though. I'm in a special place, you guys. There's something about this area in here. I didn't mean to be here. It's cold, it's chilly, it's dark, it's eerie. It doesn't mean bad. Remember that. That's only in the human brain, guys. It's from movies and stories and books. Is there some truth to some of those books and stories? Yeah, probably. In fact, yes, absolutely. But some of the stuff they use to get you into it isn't. Look at this. Is all one giant place to sit down. And there's huge trees blocking it. I went all the way around them.
I didn't film the blinds well, but I'm really starting to believe that in places like this where you just can't get in there and they're all there, it's gotta be where they're coming from.
And then you finally get here, and it's this. Look at that, you guys.
Now keep in mind, I know at this moment they're all right behind me. I know for a fact, to God, that they're right behind me. And people want me to act normal. What did he say? Did he say idiot? Did he say this? Did he say that? He's so arrogant, or he would. It's like, listen, man, I'm in the unseen world here. Cut me some slack.
You can hear a pin drop in here. I'm not kidding. It's too quiet. The Jays didn't even make a noise. These guys are different. I asked them to please help me. I know these guys can. I know. I mean, I don't know about down here, but the ones up there can. 2 miles behind, I don't believe they're different. But those guys at the road can certainly come down here with me. Look at that pile of sticks, you guys. It's not possible to have that deep into the forest like that at 10,000 feet. There's an incredible amount of walking right here. It's all wide. It goes right through there. Right into that.
You guys, one thing I think I can promise you is that there's so much more to what you're seeing right there than I could possibly hint. Okay, this is just what we get to see. This is all covering something up. I know they're here. Look at the doubles leaning in front of whatever that giant blind is, you guys. It's completely decorated with double X's. This is an incredible, incredible place. Let's move on. I only came in here to try to get something to happen. And if not, you know, a camera in the woods for you. I'm not going to do a play-by-play, but there is just gigantic, real footprints. You can see the toe even. Like you can see how I see it a lot, guys, where you can only see the big toe. I think it depends on what creature we're talking about too. People don't realize, like, oh, that's not a footprint. It's like, really? So you know every footprint from like 1,000 different beings? You know, people are just on drugs. I don't know what it is. Like, why are they not listening? Why would you sign on in the first minute to a guy that's done 1,000 documentaries on the unseen world and think you know what's going on? It's a crazy thing when I have no idea. You know what I mean? I have a little bit of one. Let's put it this way. You can bet every dime you have. You know, I care if you gamble or not, now you do on this bet that I know more than that guy. I found a place where the big ones are always walking around. It's amazing. You can see the footprints everywhere, and then it's real wide. So this is all like a really highly used trail. It's hard to tell because the pine needles that fell have, right? They go everywhere around this tree. There's a big giant circle like butt seat right there. Remember, it's hard. It's not pretty to see when it's all like gray and kind of gross. And then right above, there's a seat right there. Trust me, okay? And then right above it, you got like. Sorry, that happens every time I put my camera up. You got your two coming. That one's hard to see, but it's two. And then he just walks all the time. This is the first time I came in here, and the J just comes right up out of nowhere, and I knew right away it was like this guy. Like I knew when I got to here it was this guy. He's a big guy. That's what you want. You got to get. You guys go back to some earlier videos for the communication stuff. It's amazing. I have 150 videos of whistles and communications. Anyway, a little secret I have. So what they do is they'll send the Jays right at me when I'm on their seats and stuff. That's them telling me that they're standing right over there. It's how I know they're like for sure that they're there without them going yo or doing anything. They can use our side that way, and it's something I've proven to myself. Into now, for myself, it's been I don't know 500 times. Near them, I don't know what it is. You got to encroach like where he is, and believe me, it's not bothering him. You see this stuff? How it's all like wide. You can't really see it. That's my footprint right there. Nothing's a game trail. It's all wide, packed down with footprints. I've never quite found. I know it's not going to come out in the camera, but just take my word for it. Everything you're seeing here is disturbed with footprints. These are all footprints. Like I don't even know how that pile got there, but this is a footprint right here. These are all giant footprints. I'll bet you it's because of how secure this area is down in here. You guys, it took me 4 years to find this spot. Well, really find it. I happened upon it going, by making a mistake. Look at that. You see how it's always there? Look at the ring. You see the ring, like the border of it? These are where they walk. This is where they are. This is his domain, and I'm standing right in the middle of it, begging for his help today. Yes. I'm just kind of freaking out right in here. Why won't they? They're just staring at me. They're in the trees. There's tells you they're there. They were in the trees last time too. Big ones. Big giant beings up in the trees. And that's where other people have been lost because they can't help. They're so simple.
that they can't help but to apply their own rules and regulations to them. That's the thing. People think that everything falls within what they were taught. Holy Bigfoot tree. How did I not see that? That's theirs. They're in there. I'm standing right. I'm saying it, not seeing them, because I know. So it's either like there, because they tell you they mark their trees. I don't see them, not like the last time, man. I saw them blatant. Like, because you got to go when they're in the trees. They'll tell you which ones they're in, and that's always has a leaner like that if they're in it. Always. In that case, that one has 2. So they're in someplace like that. Always up. And man, do I have the vibage. I'm a little pissed though, because I asked him to help me today. And then I always get the same thing starts echoing in my brain. The rules. I'm like, I don't care. Like, what the? You guys look at the footprints, like now. Wow, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, the dirt's on the log. Oh my God. It's one of theirs too. It's their log. Look how it goes into there. That's field gold, right? I'm standing right in the middle of their stuff, right? And there's brand new footprints, you guys. Look, you can even see the travel. Like the marks on it are from, I think that's a toe right there. Look at that. How come they just start? Oh, okay. Oh, momentum. So he's walking here, and then all of a sudden he goes, like real fast, but he goes up on here. Look at the dirt, you guys. And then there's nothing. But this is the trail. You can see the berm. This trail's important. I'm going to follow it for a minute. It almost looks like he jumped, got some momentum, and then jumped up on the tree, and then went left or right. Look at that. You guys, I'm standing in like a really active spot. I don't know how it comes out, but because I don't like the way it looks on here. Sorry, Robin. Oh, wow. So I'm just following this defined, incredible trail, right? Wait till you see this, I believe. It's all this. It's just covered in leaves and pine needles now. Look, you guys. And one of the tricks on days like today where they're not doing anything is for me to find where they are. Here's one of his seats right here. He sits right there. There's this border, there's this little ground glyph, and then the trail goes right through the seat, continues on through here. Look at that, you guys. Wow. So, you guys, I think I could have filmed you a better video, but I gotta roll with this. Because sometimes I gotta pretend, like, maybe they did it to me, I don't know, so I'm just going with it. I think where I was going was better. For them and for this. And then I got lost. Like I said, I'm not lost where I can't get home. Because here, this is the one beauty thing about here. I could go a mile that way or a mile that way. As long as I go that way, no matter where I am, I'll get back. It might not be like where I parked, but at least I'll get back to the road. Because now I don't even know where I am. I'm way in here, you guys. I don't have much of a video to show for it either, because I want them. Although I did get some great footprints. I didn't get any noises. Wow.
You guys kind of see what I'm like, the footprints I'm seeing back in here. I think no one has ever looked in the history of the world during this time, and it's one of the reasons you can show up and kind of surprise them. Like, you know, like they don't try where no one's ever seen before. If they start to have a history of people stopping by, things will change. They'll start to tidy a little bit. They'll tighten things up a little bit. I can't believe how far I gotta walk uphill to go home. That's all I'm thinking about right now. I should be thinking about this. And I'm thinking about, oh my God, I have to walk uphill through those many miles. Straight uphill through this. Boo-hoo, right? That's what I literally do. There's two of me. So the other one, my split personality will give the other guy trouble. I'm just kidding, sort of, but not really. We'll give the other one crap. Like, look what you get to do, and you're actually going to figure out something to complain about. I wouldn't be human otherwise. Look at this. You know, the guy's got $400 billion, and he's going to complain. You know, that's just us, you guys. We're human. We complain about everything. Nothing's good enough. More. That's all we want. I'm trying to get away from any of that. Look at this. Where the hell am I? Brandon, this is, if you're watching this, this is where you were. Except, I don't know, a mile or two away from there. Yes, look at this. Look, so there's like kind of openness here. We're gonna go check it out. But look. If you sneak in and look through the bushes, there's a giant, I'm talking giant X, okay? And then look at the corner by the X. All deadfall? Really? That's all deadfall. It all fell together and made another X behind, and then picked itself up from another part of the forest and put itself there. How dumb do those people feel? I actually do want them to feel dumb. I really do. I want them to feel extremely stupid. And then be their best friend. See, it's the same thing, you guys. It's not game, okay? There's not enough game in here. There's a couple deer in here, that's it. These are wide, flattened down, packed trails. And I haven't left it. What the hell's that? There's a big pile of topsoil. It was brought from here. You can even see the old trail from how many times they had to come. Remember, that's just not one time. This is many different times bringing that dirt. And it comes right from there. That's how I know, guys. I've never seen a pile of dirt that looks like that without that in place. Typically. The grass, every single blade of grass has been pushed down by a foot. I'm not kidding. And then look, it's not hard to believe because look. I swear, this is since the day I started doing this, I've said it. It seems like they're set up to fight like a battle. It looks exactly like, you know, you're at the Revolutionary War. You know, we're in West Virginia. You know, here comes the enemy. They're coming up the hill. Here's your blind. You got 100 guys lined up with rifles. No one's getting up that hill. If they're going to fight up that hill, they're going to need 500 guys to take 100. And even then, you might have trouble. It's everything set up to observe and to block and to a defense of some sort. The battle of the unseen world. That's what I see. I've never witnessed it or even heard anything that sounded like that. I don't know if that happens in our terms or not. Like, that might happen, you know, underground. I'm not sure. But I think there's beings looking for these guys. That's what I think. These places are all quarantined and blocked and bordered. And I believe the second anything steps in beyond any of those borders, they know it. See?
You guys, that's a trident and an X. Notice the nest of branches around it all.
This is right on the edge. I was sitting down in there for a while. These things, you gotta be careful with these things. I'm telling you, this metal thing comes out and it gets hung up on a peel like something like that. you can really get hurt. Like, it could cause you, to fall. And falling in here is dangerous. Really dangerous. See the corner? Not one stick you see came from anywhere near where it is. That goes for this entire forest. There's a couple ones like that. But then they'll bring 50 more and put it on top of it. I can't believe how far down I came. Look, I came so far down, you guys. I did the whole thing. I don't know if I put the clip in, but I said it's 3 miles. I was on this side of it in a car, and I was like, it's 3 miles, and I want to get there. So I'm not all the way, but it's probably just another half a mile or so through there. Mile to most. Once I get over there into that woods, and it's all aspens. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna go back to my. See, here's a game trail. To me, this is game. It never changes. I just think it's real interesting. So that's like open fields and aspen forests, and then this is where this all happens. So let's walk. Let's go the other way. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna skip where I was gonna go because I'll never find it now, and I'm gonna hang at the bottom, and I'm gonna work my way all the way across, just for fun. And literally, just that's where that big X is in there. Look at the corner of this forest. Now remember, I'm standing somewhere where not even a hunter, nobody is going to get. This is all private property. I'm not sure about where I'm standing now, but I think this is federal land, but it's not state park, so you're not allowed to really, you can't get here because it's like 100% bordered by private property. So unless you have permission, then believe me, no one does, because the people that own these properties are very wealthy, and they have like 5 different houses, and they don't even know their neighbors. Like, they really don't know their neighbors. That's for regular people like us. We're the ones that know our neighbors. When you have hundreds of millions of dollars, you think you're too special to know your neighbors. You think everyone wants us to be your friend because you're rich. I'm not like that. I wouldn't. If I don't want to hang out with someone, I don't care if he's got $70 trillion. I want nothing to do with that person. Your money means nothing to me. That's not what makes me like you. Believe me. That's how I know I'm like semi-genuine, because I have to reason out like, oh my God, am I a good person? Am I bad? Yeah, because things like that, like, you can't buy me. I'm not buyable. There's no amount of money, guys. I'll be dead in 5 years. What is it? What's the difference? I'm not selling my soul. You know what I mean? Well, I go make lots of money, sure. In the right circumstances, the right way. But remember, most money is made through entertainment purposes, through lying. It's all lies and deception, which is entertainment, right? Acting. Nothing's the real truth. No one wants to see the truth. You want to be entertained. You're too simple to want to discover the secrets of the earth. Not you. I'm just being hypothetical. What the? It's my new thing. What the? So I'm just going to chill on the bottom here. It's kind of really interesting as you break into this forest. Now you'll notice too, as you get through here, there's no seats set up. I didn't show, but watch the last video with Brandon here. It was insane, you guys. Okay? It's like seats of the forest beings or something. When you go up there, there's incredibly established spots. Giant, decorated, undeniable spots with seats on them. It's incredible. You don't see any of those here. They're all strategically hidden. Look at this. What the freak is that? You know they did that. You guys are right in there, aren't you? Of course they are. The end of it touches an older tree that was there. They did that. You know how they did that? Well, first of all, I can read it, okay? And so can you guys. You just know by looking at it, right? It's a trident. Okay, but it's also right there. And then if you follow the tree that's the closest to it up, I'll give you one guess. Hey, forget about it. Over there and be like, look, because I can't see, but I know that there's an inside over there. And I was going to show you, which is that tree over there. I was going to show you, like, look, how can this be possible that you can walk inside there? But I can't really get over there easily. And I see this, like, this is too interesting. Okay, so there's the open, it's kind of open, right? It's all trees and forest, but it's real, they're all spaced. Okay, look, everything's been moved. That used to be there quite some time ago. It's already made a new spot. And then watch, as you walk into this corner, it's just really fascinating. Okay, then you saw the X, right? And then keep in mind, all the snow is out in the sun. Okay? Not where they are, with all these balls. These round, dead. It's one of their tricks. This is one of the ways they fool you, right there. Oh, that's ridiculous. Is it? Is that ridiculous, or are you ridiculous? Seriously, what are the odds of me being right in that? They're so high. I'm not so high. The odds are so high. It's almost ridiculous. Look, leaning trident. By the way, guys, this whole area is all seats. Okay, it's all disturbed. There's your X seats. And look at this. Pile of poop right there. Do I think they did it? Nope. I don't. They don't poop where they are. They simply don't. They might, but he'll bury it. So he'll, just simply goes like this. You'd be surprised how easy. They'll put it in there and they go back. They close it, and then a couple pine needles, and then in an hour you'll never be able to tell something did that. It'll dry. Look at the footprints. You guys are crazy here with the footprints. I know they do the ball stuff because they're always around tridents. It's how they do it. It's the others. It's the others. Look at that. What a spot on the corner. All with a giant X over it, right? X marks the spot. I guess that's all legit. I guess the pirates knew about Bigfoot. This place is so deceiving. If it wasn't for 5 years, I would never have noticed, and neither would anyone else. These are all seats. Giantly disturbed. Seats. You hear that? Listen. He's literally speaking to me. The footprint. That's a footprint. Listen. Okay, they're talking about me. I found the most active place. Because look, another seat, active today. It's just the pine needles. Remember, when I'm here in the summer, it's all black. These pine needles are
What happens to be conveniently above their seat?
falling because it's the fall. Get it? Look, they love that one. It's amazing how they know, because it's a trident at the bottom. Trident behind it. This crow found me. He flew right over top of me. Squawked like a regular crow, and he's been talking almost English right in that tree ever since. He's still right there. This happens to me every day, guys. But it won't happen unless I'm standing where they always are, and might be right now. That's the crazy thing. They are here right now. I can't deal with it anymore. I don't like being right there, and then I can't see them. It's really frustrating. But yet I can see them if they just let me. You know what I mean? All they have to do is just let me. And it's, I've done it so many times. The letting part is, I think, only happened once so far, where he just stood right in front of me, like so I could see him. That was pretty crazy. And I want that to happen again. It's like, I don't know what the problem is with that. But many times seeing them, of course. Guys, look at this border. So what I'm doing is walking See how there's nothing? Even though it all is, like, look, nothing really for the camera, but it's still all their ground. Tucked arch. You ever see one of those? They did it. Okay, it's never happened in one time in the history of the world where an aspen tree stays alive and got tucked completely under another tree. It's part of their system. It's part of their language. I'm not sure what a troll doesn't understand. He's just not watching. They're not listening. They're playing Xbox all day, smoking dope, and then he's going to give you his opinion when he's done with his 12 hours in Xbox. Okay, these are the people that you're listening to, guys. These are the people that you're seeing writing negative comments. If you could see their faces, you would laugh. Like, you seriously would laugh. I have never gotten a mean comment from someone that looked normal. I'm not kidding. Look at all the tweets. They've been following me for 5 minutes. Look, these little guys. They love it. They're so friendly. Look at them. Where'd he go? Who's my good boy? I almost had him on my finger. Like right here. I think it has to do with them. He's right by me. They're so playful. Who's a good boy? Give me a sec. More and more coming in ever since the crow started talking. Yet another example of where I ended up way down here, you guys. Look at that. I got to go miles. I'm going to go back into their world again, but look at it. This is where people walk. Like, so if you were cutting through, this is where you'd be. This is where anyone would be. You don't want to go in there. That's like impossible. And that's where the mountain lions are. That's where the bears and the monsters are. So of course you're going to be out here. Even if, why is it that people don't believe in anything are still afraid of the dark? Why is it that people don't believe in anything still think something's under their bed? Why is it that you're born afraid of the dark? These people are all insane, in denial. It's all built into us. I don't know, man. This world, I'm really scared, guys. I think we're in a really, really scary time. I'm scared for us. Not for me. Just like the trolls, like I don't. You guys, after meeting these guys, I realized how much of a common peasant I am. Okay, we all are in a sense. Okay, I mean that nicely. We're all irrelevant. Don't you get it? You've been given a privilege to be here. What you do and think is irrelevant to the rest of the world. But it matters for you. Only you. That didn't make sense. Let's walk out of it so when people are walking in that stuff, they have no idea if they just stepped out of it. You leave the snow and you enter these unbelievable worlds. World here. At least this is here anyway. Look at this. Look at the disturbances. It's unbelievable. I don't think you can really see it because it blends in. Here they go. This is all theirs. This is all mulched. It's the coating of pine needles that really makes it difficult. Let's get out of here. I did a lot of miles here and spent a lot of time and got very little videos because I didn't come here to do structures and seats. I had to film a few of them, but I was hoping for something to find somewhere else. Oh, which I still might. Let's see. Look at that upside down trident over there. Amazing. I haven't seen a pile of dirt. Not only is that dirt, it's like you could bag that and sell it at Home Depot. That's how good that topsoil is. Okay. Pile there next, and you'll never see that without this. That's a mole. Do you understand how hard this is for me to deal with regular people? You guys, some people shouldn't even have been. I don't know how. I mean, that's mean, but what are they doing here? If their only job, like in other words, why were you born? If your only job is to create misery and discomfort for other people, I don't understand it. You do nothing here except cause misery and pain upon others. I've said it before. If you're one of those people, you can only do one thing. Wow. Pray to God Himself every minute or so that you never meet me. So my Jay's still with me. 30 minutes later, it's just one. Okay? She won't leave me. She's hiding. I know, you guys, they all do the same thing. So when they're fully engaged, like in Bigfoot Universe, they'll fly right next to me. They'll be whistling, going crazy. This is one bird watching me. That's it. And he's not coming closer. The crow is still there with me. The funny, the crow is following me. You guys, you don't need the birds. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, why? You know where I am. Oh, there's more than one. Oh, there's a blue cardinal up there too. I love them. A beautiful blue cardinal up there. Somewhere. Wow, you guys, look, this is a seat. I can't believe it. Look at this seat. Oh my goodness gracious. You guys, this is why I do what I do. Now, if everyone knew, you'd have 1 million people watch every day. They'd be like, oh my God, I want to see what seat you found and who lives there, Mark. That's a monster that lives there. That's what this really is, but people are too dumb. That's my life, okay? I get no recognition. I get no pats on the back. Yeah, for my friends, a couple of them. Okay, it's not enough. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about the motivation to want to keep posting YouTubes in public. You guys, look at this. I can't believe this is down here. They're using pine needles, guys, in the fall. Look, see their spot. Look how clean it is. This is all mulch and pine eating, okay? This is where they're eating. Look at their seats. Look how clean it is. It's not possible. It's the only way I can show you because it actually goes way down. But they love the pine needle coverage. And when you step in the pine needles, it looks like nothing's been there. All right, I'll walk through. Then turn around. You can't tell. This is where people are some of the dumbest beings on earth. Because they can't, their brains don't work. Everything is like a common sense insanity, You guys, check this out, man. He's blinded this way. I mean, he went through a lot of trouble to make that right there. And then he has the two sticking into the hole. There's a hole in there, like literally a circle. And he has the 2 sticks and then one coming out of it. I think that's where he sits right there. Did you hear that? Something big moved in the trees up top. I know I'm not pointing the camera there because I don't want to. I don't see anything. Look at these footprints. You guys, you got to see this. Let me see if I can get on the camera. Don't yell at me if you can't see it because it's perfect not on the camera. Look, you see this? Let me draw it before I touch it. I want to put the camera on it. So this has been moved over, right? You can tell he pivoted, whatever. You can only see the half of it, but you see the line? Let me draw it. There's a berm. Ah, forget it. There's a perfect footprint right there. And it's driving me nuts. It's like half of his foot. Look at all of the sticks. Not one tree you see grew where it is. Look how clean. And they just sit right there. You couldn't get here. The most elite military squad on earth could never approach here without them knowing it. This isn't the swamp. This isn't a swamp ape in Florida and he's messing around with a bush outside of his world. This is their world. This is where it all happens, and you don't just walk up on them. It's not going to happen. This is exciting. I got to document this. Check this out. The tree isn't here. It's just the branches. Look what it's on. Look at this. The tree, I swear to you, this is the first time, okay? I mean, that I've seen it, that I can, I might have seen it and just walk by, not without it registering, but that I've actually seen it. You guys, look how every single branch, the tree doesn't exist. Look how they shoved them all in there. Look at that. This is groundbreaking for me. It's not breaking any ground, but it's a first for me, is what I really mean. Like, I'm just excited because when you get stuff that so blatantly was just put there today, that amazes me, you guys. You guys see what I'm saying? None of this isn't junipers. These are all branches that were just put there. Look, they're literally, all of them have just been put there. Oh, there's a date on that. You guys, why in the hell? From 100 years ago. This says 1031. That was, oh, no, is there a whole date there? I think maybe that's not a 10. Because it looks like there's another one right here. Maybe you can figure out what that means. So obviously 31, right? No year. Oh, there's an M on top. Oh. Man, you guys,
I see it now, 04. So that was 17 years ago. It's so hard to figure out because I'm so deep into this area where it's hard for me to figure out why anyone would do that there, because I really believe it hasn't changed much where I'm standing since then. So maybe structures and stuff, but man, the guy must have spent a lot of time doing that where I don't believe he would have thought anyone would have seen it. So that's the strange part for me. Like, he spent all that time, unless it was for him to come back and see in the future, is the only thing I can think of.
So emotional right now. They're watching me. Look at this. Look at the walking and the sitting, you guys. It comes out too gray. See, that's kind of the color I'm seeing it in. It's not gray and black like the camera makes it look. I'm standing where monsters sit, okay? I mean, because you know what it is? I want no recognition, but I think I want enough to the point where I can blow it off. That's all. I think it's more of the point. I've been watching too much Curb Your Enthusiasm, the clips. Larry David, he's got to be one of the funniest guys alive. I'm telling you now. That guy can improv better than it. I mean, remember, most of that stuff, they just make it up on the spot. Like, they're just improving. He is funny. Save your Jewish remarks, okay? And, like, if you don't like music, like, just who cares, dude? Nobody cares what you like with your. I listened to Ozzy when I was 15 years old, okay? It's like, people, well, those guys are this or that. People that criticize are actually just the jealous ones. Criticizing is typically just envy and jealousy. That's all it is. And they don't realize that everyone that's reading their comment, they somehow think that if someone reads it, the person's going to think like they do. But everyone sees it. We all see it in your comments. You look like a moron. We all know this. I stand and stare at these guys. I'm going to leave this a longer video like this, just with a few extra clips like this. There's no real point. I'm not teaching anything. I'm literally the camera in the woods for you. That's all. Could there be someone better? Yes, with the camera, but not with the spot. No one in this earth is going to take you to the places that I can. Real close. And those are all the only one that's close are my best friends. Because it's not their fault. They're the best at this where they are. They take you to the best of the best in that state, you know? Look at this. Colorado is just the ultimate place for large-scale repetition. And I also believe other ones that haven't been quite done properly yet, only in small amounts, like Washington State. You guys, look at this. Oregon is amazing. I love Oregon because Oregon's special. Forget about Eugene. I'm not even going to talk about Gene's place. Gene as in a girl, Jean. My buddy Gene. And thanks, Gene. Just randomly, thank you for sticking with me and always being the one person that comments on Patreon and stuff. Always there for me, and I really appreciate it. So, I didn't mean to start talking about Gene, but look at their walkway through here. Look how clean it is. But hopefully you don't mind me bragging about you a little bit. She's got the pad, right? I think she lives in like a condo, but they're like super, super nice condos. And I know she's alone. You know, where do you want her to live? It's really, really nice. But it's not even that. It's the location. She has forest you can see out of her window, and she also lives on the ocean practically. It's like 70 degrees every day all year round. I mean, that place is just amazing. I got to come by there one day, Gene. I'm inviting myself over for a cup of coffee one day because I want to see how cool that is. Do you guys see this? Look at this. Watch this, okay? This is important. Watch this. No play-by-play. Just watch it. I love not to talk sometimes. Isn't that what videos are? You're supposed to talk? You guys, like, you ever shut up? It's like, I mean, that's what a video is. Someone's supposed to be on there speaking. People are just, they have no clue when it comes to the subject. They think that they're going to hear things and stuff like that. It's amazing. Believe me, be yourself. Don't sneak around out here whispering around. You look like an idiot. These guys, look at the sticks, you guys. It's fascinating. All on this is a trident. Amazing. You guys, this is the active spot. This spot is so active. Like they just did it yesterday. Like these sticks in the new pine trees, this was all just done. Look, it's still new. Like they just did it. And I don't know why. Because there's more. This is another spot for one of them. You guys in there? So you gotta do, you gotta get to where they're hiding. And then something will happen. I don't put them in that position. Even though I just did a little bit. There's so many times where I could have filmed you something that you didn't think was possible. They don't want me to do that, so I'm not doing it. I'm not a sellout, man. I'll sit around in a trailer as a nobody for the rest of my life, as long as I get to do this with them. I wouldn't sell out anything. If it made me the most famous person in the world for a day, I wouldn't do it. Because if I put them, in jeopardy or whatever reasons they don't want me to do it, I'm screwed out here. Without this, guys, I got nothing, okay? I can get great jobs. That's the thing. I'm very capable of getting a job, but I don't know if I can mentally. I'm so far into this that I don't know if I can get out of it. All right, finally. Okay. So I've been skipping a lot of the filming so I could get to some of these spots. I know exactly where I am now. Believe it or not, I recognize this pile of believe it or not, yeah, at all the piles I've seen today, I was here at Brandon. I can't believe I'm already back. Well, I'm like a quarter of a mile to the road. Something like that. Half a mile. Is this it? Yeah. Because there's the seat. I stood right there with Brandon. We were separated, but I was like, Brandon, you gotta come see this seat. He's like, no, you gotta come see this seat. I'm like, no. If I've ever gotten in one argument with a Brandon, which I never have, that was the argument. He's over there telling me I have to come over here, and I'm over here telling him he has to come over here. That's the extent of any argument me and Brandon have ever had. We get along just fine. Mostly his fault that we get along so well. He's an exceptionally... Look at this in front. All seats.
Pretty amazing. The wind blew those two white, perfect, identical pieces of the alphabet together that didn't grow there. Go figure.
Okay? System, language. Are you stupid? Talking to the trolls. A place a troll only wish he could visit. They're so upset. It's what it all is. I get messages every day like, Mark, I know that person is just jealous. You can see it in every word he writes. He literally just wants to be you. And the only way he can get your attention is by doing that. So he's happier with that attention than none at all. And I was like, yeah, I know. But you're still a piece of for not being a man. Be a man. If you want to know how to be a man, just Google Ron Swanson. Wow, I'm hot now. I saw that. You guys, my birds won't leave me. They're little chickadees. They're so happy and playful. That I'm here. It's a crazy thing. I'm telling you, they can't jump out. I begged them, you guys, with a real, true emotion. Sad, like almost. They knew I wasn't messing around today. That I need them, and they haven't done anything. But then as soon as I did that, a crow flies over my head. Take it for what you will. A crow flies over my head, lands in the tree on top of me, and then starts talking. Literally like a human, okay? I've heard them do it before. They all do that sometimes. They literally like talk, like they have like a language. They literally are talking a language, okay? Then the cutest little chickadee group ever just shows up all around me 360. And they're hopping. He's like hopping and jumping around, and sometimes I think, and I'm not crazy, believe me, I'm pissed off. Sometimes I think that's the closest they could come. You know, they sent, because they know I know. So they send them over there like, Mark, look, this is our emotions right now. We're thrilled, we're happy, we wish we could come. You know, when you really know why, you know, and I really know why, we're gonna feel, you know, stupid, because there's so many things, not stupid, but like almost maybe even bad sometimes for demanding that and begging that when we simply don't understand.
If you see this and think it's deadfall, you should be rushed to your nearest hospital as soon as possible.
What we're actually asking for. Wow. That was weird. I think I just freaked out. Like, I'm not sure what just happened. I got like this, kind of like an inhale of like sulfur, I thought. I don't know, it happened so fast. They're still right around me, you guys. I can't understand it.
Or this. Check this out. This is all seats, and they all have the same trident marking them.
We're talking about miles. Look, there's the seat. Wow. Look, it's right there. Look. It's been used today, you guys. Really recently. See the difference in color? Than where I'm standing. There's your X. There's your trident.
I find it amazing that just 20 feet away, the next seat has the same trident.
Okay, I told you I'd never show you a seat without a trident, and there it is, and usually an X as well. This is the ultimate spot. Like, it doesn't get better, and the birds are flying around me in circles. Most of them are too small to show you. I showed them to you earlier, so it's those guys. They still haven't left me. Now watch this. I'm freaking out, man. Look at this, you guys. These are the homes of the beings that everyone sees. The things that you see in the middle of a street on some camera, on Chills' video at 3 o'clock in the morning. This is where they come from, you guys. Not those, you know what I mean? But this is where beings like that live. The beings that are caught there, like in neighborhoods in like Argentina and stuff, they just live right there. They come right out of, they probably live in a house somewhere or like underneath the house. You guys, look at this arch. Oh, son of a gun. Please forgive me. I'm gonna keep this clip rolling. Look at that. In all that I just showed you, there's an arch that goes straight into the ground. Like it goes straight in at where two other trees meet. Literally straight in, like straight down into the ground. Straight. What do I feel like I'm saying straight weird? All right, so this is it. This is it, man. This is it. Make no mistakes where you are. This is it. Now you see why I I do this instead of becoming a professional singer. Look at that. Look at that. And look at that. This is it. I just have theme songs. I can't help it. Look, these songs that I pick for theme songs, like the dancing thing, they are my favorite songs. They just work. You know what I mean? It's stuff from the past. Would I ever go out and buy the album This Is It and crank it on my car on the way home? Absolutely not. Okay? But when I'm working and I can incorporate it into certain scenarios and situations, then I love it. Music works. It's the backbone to movies, to everything. And most of the time, half of the time, you're not even aware you're hearing music. Do you know that? You're watching a movie, you'll forget that it's even in the background in mostly every scene. I don't do that on purpose because I'm not here to entertain you. I want you to be entertained with this, but I'm here to teach you. This isn't a YouTube entertainment.
I could have a field day right now with timestamps, but I'm going to start slowing down on them a little bit on the public videos because people don't understand. But this is how you're tricked. You figured they'd want to know. It's a crazy thing.
Channel. This is the facts and the secrets of the world. And I've already succeeded everyone in the world. So what are you waiting for? Let's get this to the next level, you guys. That's a seat right there. Okay, same trident. That's over that seat right there, which I find amazing, which is like a his and hers. There's no question about it. It's the same thing to me as them wearing two silly T-shirts that are matching. Like you're in love on your honeymoon and you have the same shirts. Dorks. I'm really not happy with the black and gray. Okay, this isn't black and it's not gray. I guess it's gray a little bit. I just want you to see what's happening here as I walk out. Yes, this is serious, okay? You may never, ever see another place film like this again. I have hundreds of more Bigfoot worlds than anybody combined in the whole world put together. Like real ones. Not just woods. You know, like they're like almost in every real nice forest. I'm talking about worlds of them. Where they go to, where the answers are, if they seek help. The real sophisticated worlds.
Which is not necessarily here, you guys. There's beings out here that are like biblical. They have like robes on. There's women wearing robes. I've only seen they're only one at a time will you see someone wearing a robe. They're like special. There's a whole side to this world. We haven't even begun to touch on this subject, is all I can say.
This is them. This isn't where those like the Supreme guys are, but this is, yeah, these guys know them well. Look at this. The giant X's, you guys.
Let me just give you a quick example. Okay, so because all we get to see is their work and their system and their language, and we do get amazing pictures of them. I think we have the most pictures of anybody, and some are unreal, like perfect pictures of them. What we see is like this stuff here is amazing. It's the confirmation we needed. You know, we need this backup. We need a lot more. We need everything. Give us tons of stuff, but I believe now at this point, this is just, I hate to use the tip of the iceberg. This is nothing compared to the amount of things that are happening behind the scenes in the unseen world. It goes way beyond these forests and these structures. This is just what we get to see of it.
This gets better every time I'm here. Why? There's a seat right there. There's a seat right there. It's not possible not to have a stick on the ground in the forest. Do you understand that? That's the maddest you'll ever hear me. In fact, when I'm mad like that, you probably think I'm serious, but I'm not. I am, but that's how I get it out. But I'm not, you know what I mean? Just... You'll never see anything like this. It's not going to be anything this sophisticated. It's just not. I hope so, though, because that's what I do. I do this. You know how many people, thousands of people do this that I'm just aware of? I'm sure there's tons of people that, don't want to give me credit and pretend he like runs out trying to do it, like with all the tools I've given him, and then he'll try to do something on his own and pretend like he knew. Now, I'm going to warn you now, there's no pretending. Give me all the credit because you're going to look really dumb. One thing I'm going to suggest is never lie. People will know. You'll never fool anybody, okay? Never, if you're going to speak in public, never lie. Do you understand? Don't lie. It's so easy not to lie. And give credit where credit's due. I'm your king, and you learned everything from me. That's all I want. I'm kidding. Let's go this way. That's the last thing I would be as a king. Wow. You guys. Look at, oh my God, you can't see it on the camera. I gotta slow down on this one. Look at the master seat, you guys. It just blends in. Remember, I can walk across that right now and you won't be able to tell. With giant hiking boots on. Okay? This guy has the roof and everything. Okay? All his sticks are off. That's what I'm talking about. So sticks fall there, he's gonna move that. So next time I come, that stick won't be there. It'll be right there, or it'll be right here. There's your trident. There's your X. And there's your seat. Actually, there's his trident, there's his X, and there's his seat.
And when I say his seat, I mean his seat.
The master. I know this guy. This guy right now is so watching me. It's not even funny. It's not funny. I'm not laughing. It's, man, when I see.
See, I've done that countless times, 500-600 times. That's all you have to do. Just go do that in your video, and then you have a video. I know these guys. I can only say so much on YouTube, okay? This world is corrupt.
The feelings are nothing like up here. So I went down into where the call it like footprint land or whatever, down there. It was weird. Everything turned off. I got up here, and everything got amazing. There's that seat. Look at that seat. Not only does it have this thing, he has a roof. Okay, he has a roof, you guys, a living roof. Okay. He's got an insane X as well. Look at that. Please don't. If you want to make it, if you want to be cooler than anyone in the world, even if it's just to yourself, never take 1 second for what I show you for granted. Mute me to death. I don't even care if you turn me off. Just mute me. Put some good tunes on. Especially if your skills in this are like, you feel like your structure skills, like your language and system, are pretty much up to date. You don't have to listen to me. I mean, I might teach you something, but you're not going to miss much that you won't find out later. So if seriously, I'm being totally serious, guys. If you ever get to the point where you're like, oh my God, this guy's driving me crazy today, just mute me, please. I'd rather you do that than end up like hating me for just because I'm annoying you. Look, you have to understand, guys. You come and stand here among giant monsters and then do a YouTube video that's going to flawlessly appease everyone with every word you say. Okay, do you see how insane the world is? They have no idea. There's no math done. Well, gee, he actually has ADHD really severely. He's standing in the middle of a world that no one knew existed. He literally stands among giant beings, huge beings, goes into their world where he could die at any second. Yet they still want me to speak. Did he just say idiot? You know what I mean? This is the mentality. Yeah, I said idiot. And if I ever meet you, I can't threaten people's lives on YouTube, unfortunately. Would I do that? No, of course not. There's only one reason though. Thou shalt not kill. There's nothing in the Bible that says thou shalt not kick the living out of you, though. Right here. I'm not as good as I once was, but you better believe I'm as good once as I ever was. And when I'm being totally serious, once. I got one more in me, and I'm saving it for a special treat. insane. Okay, I found this world, then they built this. Okay? You tell me why. You know why? For you. That's why they did that. Don't believe it? Stick around for a few more years, and then you'll feel even dumber again.
We all need to vent sometimes. I do something very specialized, and there's going to be more venting with that. You should see what I cut out. You guys have the best day. I love you very much.